I knew this bike looked fantastic in the pictures, and I hoped it would ride well, but I didn't think it would ride this well. I really didn't.
Well, hello. Welcome back to Farmer Talk. But you're not interested in that. You're looking at this, aren't you? I don't blame you. 2020 Rocket 3. Comedy engine. Comedy back tyre. Basically, there's not much about this bike. Comedy weight. There's not much about this bike that's subtle. But when you first see one, and I've been around one of these a bit the last 6 months, the first thing that hits you is that it isn't that big. It doesn't look big. It's incredibly compact. When you get the tape measure out, it is quite big, but it doesn't seem it. Anyway, that's boring technical stuff. How did this end up here? Well, it's December the 24th, so that's Christmas Eve. I know I should have tinsel. It's all been a bit of a rush. Imagine lights and tinsel and all that Christmassy ho, ho, ho. Christmas bug. There you are, moan's out the way. Yesterday morning, Craig from Total Triumph, my friendly local Triumph dealer, rang up and said, would I like to try, they've just PDI'd their Rocket 3, would I like to try it? So, blimey, the weather was awful. And this bug, this is a proper bug, by the way, and I wasn't sure, yes. I'm not stupid.
Second gear. What? Oh dear. Excuse me while I just compose myself. If you get to ride one of these, open the throttles in second gear. I hope you understand that laughter. It sums up the experience rather well, I think. Fuel though, 22 miles range. Better head and get some fuel then, I guess. Whoa, wow. First time I've started it up. Oh, I don't know whether you can sense this, but this is what a 2.5 litre triple sounds like in a motorbike. How bonkers is that? Now, there's a bit of blue sky up there. Can I be fortunate? Let's see. Let's cancel that. And holy Moses! Whoa! Oh, hold on, what can we do here? No, I can't really there. Yeah, so this engine, does not disappoint. It's charismatic, deep, purposeful, incredibly torquey, and it's a really interesting engine. Right. Now that, I would have said, was a questionable overtake. Never mind. I'm on a Rocket 3 and I didn't. But if you're in a Peugeot, you can. So, I'd have waited till now. Can we do this? So you get to there, then you just do that. Wow. The torque is immense. Absolutely immense. That's hardly surprising. gosh, is it enjoyable. Let's go there. Here we go. It just makes any manoeuvre. Yeah, now what you going to do, Pheasant? Are you going to go? Are you going to go? Are you... Oh. Oh, moorland. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, this engine is... Is it the most... Ooh. It might be the most interesting engine I've ever ridden. It's certainly the torqueiest, which shows up in these mid-ranges. Ultimately, it's not the fastest bike on the road. It has sledgehammer mid-range torque. Ah, this is a lovely bike. I'm noticing the chassis slices through corners in a creamy, lovely way. The ride is firm but beautifully damped. Oh yeah. Disclaimer 2. I like this bike a lot.
Money, pounds, euros, dollars. There'll be quite a few people that will say it's bonkers. £20,000 basically, give or take, for one of these. Just under slightly, but you'll put something on it. Heated grips you'll put on it. Which Triumph should come standard. End. Is it worth £20,000? I could just say, yes it is. Or, oh, that's a stupid amount of money. I'll reference it that my Scrambler over there, which I really, really like, is 12,000, give or take. Now we've done a few bits on it, personalised it, made it nice. I really like it, and I love the looks of it. I haven't ridden that for a day or two, and etc., but it's sitting there. I can see it, but I've been concentrating on this. Funny that. Today, when I looked across at the Scrambler, and I was slightly shocked to feel that it looked a bit basic and a bit ordinary. I'd never thought that before. That is the effect of this. This thing is in a different league, and you really do need to approach this with an open mind. 2,500cc engine, comedy rear tyre. I think beautiful styling, but it's really compact. It's a very, very impressive bit of engineering, and that you feel that when you're riding it. It feels, I think I'm like an Audi, you know, an Audi or a Porsche feel beautiful engineering. They feel very tight. This feels like that. But I couldn't stop but it has character as well. And so, yeah, is it worth 20k? As I'm standing here and having ridden it, having washed it, having taken some still photos of it, yes, I think it is.
Braking feels immense. I pull on the... Wow. Yeah, lovely brake feel. Immense power. To my surprise, I thought I'd notice the braking more, i.e. the weight under braking, more than I am. Basically, this has excellent braking. What is impressive is the back brake, which is really effective, very easy to modulate, and really useful.
Seat. Riding position. It's, woohoo, come on, let's get on it. It's pretty jolly comfortable, really relaxed. This good angle there. Bars, really natural. seem wide, but they're not. I think they're 890, so no problem filtering anything like that. Mirrors are in really good position, like those.
Easy, lovely burble there. I doubt you can hear it. In fact, well, it's probably a manufactured burble, i.e. electronically controlled. Oh, this is a nice engine. Just come back on the power there, and that grumble. I wasn't expecting this standard production bike to make such nice noises, but it is. But it is.
Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! You've never seen one from this side before, have you? Well, I don't know how. I've seen loads of comments. Doesn't the bike have another? And guilty as charged. When I did my TFC photo shoot, it was I hardly took a picture from that side of the bike. Two reasons for that. One, a bike never looks that good tipped over that side. And you can see I've just put a little block of wood under the stand to just bring it up a bit. And the second is that this Rocket 3 looks so good from this side. But I put it to the panel that this thing looks pretty jolly sexy from this side as well. You've got, let me hop around here, the, bit of dirt on it. Where the exhaust comes down there, this isn't as impressive as the other side, no, but it's still really neat. And it just all flows together, I think, rather well.
Is this going to be interesting? This is going to be interesting. Oh, okay, come on. Whoa, blimey. Oh, that was deep. Oh well, washed a bike. Everyone's out walking their dogs and smiling. There you go, I'm really slow. Didn't put my feet down there. This is a very well balanced bike. It's really easy peasy to ride this. If you're thinking, don't fear, I went into a little Scottish, don't fear the weight. Oh, the engine. Oh, whoa, effortless. Please bear in mind the conditions. I'll all laugh at me at being a wimp. Oh, the engine is remarkable. Whoa, see the water pouring off here. Woo. I like this bike a lot. How much? How many lots? Lots and lots. I really do, guys. Yeah. Ooh, nice gearbox. Lovely analog feel to it, which pleases me. None of this stupid quick shifter rubbish. You really do not need a quick shifter with this bike. Oh. What would this bike be like with, how can I say, a more enthusiastic exhaust? Oh, wow. It's on the list to be incredible. There we go. Oh, there's a turbine. It is half a 911. But the whole chassis, the handling is, I describe handling as in a car it would be understeer, oversteer. How neutral is the handling? This has beautiful handling. It tips into the corner nicely, not too quickly, very smoothly. You don't get many options once you've set for the bend. You don't get many options to change your line. You've got a bit, but you can't defy physics on the. It is a hefty bike. Ooh, what have we got here? Are you really going to back out in front of me? I think you've seen me. Thank you. That lovely back brake just pulls you into the corner. It's proper braking from the back brake though. I'm only using the back brake there. Lovely. And that engine just... Oh. Did I tell you these are dodgy conditions? This back brake is exquisite. Thank you, Mr. Lorry. Whoa. Now, there we go, torque. Oh, this is a pretty special experience. And the torque. Oh. It's like having a giant hand of immense power just pushing you forward. Lovely growl there. Well, there you go, Farmer Torque, thanking Total Triumph again. Thanking them? Ha! I think I'm going to go and complain. What an experience. Absolute poo day. This bike, they don't come much more special in the marketplace, do they? So, we had to ride it. Boy, am I glad I did. Oh, yeah. Fabulous experience. Even a bit of sunshine. Normally I love this bend, but not in these temperatures and in this wet. Thank you for putting up with my effusive praise. Maybe this isn't for you, this bike. Oh, that... Oh, this engine. This engine is something else. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I give up saying nice things. Just, if you're half thinking about one, if you can afford one.
Well, this is the easy peasy bit where I sit here and tell you how wonderful this is. You should get down to your dealers and blah, blah, blah. Well, yes, since it's been launched this year, it was April, May time, when they launched it as a TFC, when I first saw it, it was one of those iconic looks, and an awful lot of people thought the same, where it's a wow bike. And so that thought has been there. When you see such a thing, if you ever get a chance to drive, in this case, ride it, well, you're going to be a little kid, aren't you? And so it was with me. And even though it was rubbish conditions and weather, it's been fabulous. In effect, having it for the last few days, in effect, owning it, if you see what I mean, looking at it, washing it, yeah. So what's it like? Well, it's all about the engine, isn't it? 2.5 litres, 3 cylinders, comedy rear tyre we've talked about, comedy weight. We've got this thing over the scales, and Triumph say 290 dry, I say 315-ish wet, full of fuel. Sort of ties in. It's not a little puppy, is it? And at times you feel that weight. If you're pushing it up a slope, yeah, you know it's there. But when you ride it, it's easy to say, oh, the weight disappears. It's beautifully balanced. It's really low centre of gravity. Huge, though the engine is, it's very low down, so that works. But we're going on about the engine. I think that sells the bike short. For me, the big surprise was just how cohesive it is, how well Triumph have put together the parts to create one machine that just works beautifully. It's a real pleasure to change gear on this thing. The noises it makes are, to the rider, spot on. It doesn't sound quite so impressive. It sounds good, but when you're riding it, it really does sound quite good, as standard. The suspension is pretty much spot on. It's beautifully, it's a really fluid, firm, fluid ride that's beautifully damped. And you've got a lot of power and torque to handle here. So really good job there. I've probably mentioned the brakes, but they are really impressive. Interesting, and this is the living with it bit. A naked bike. I can't live with a naked bike. But this is much more protected than a naked bike. If I'd been out on my scrambler in those temperatures and in the rain, I really would have frozen. Wasn't so bad on this thing because my knees here are tucked in behind this big curved tank. And this area here does a surprising job of kicking the air. Don't get me wrong, this is no well, I nearly said it's not a cross-continental tourer, i.e. it's not a tourer with loads of blooming plastic and screens. But high-speed cruising, arguably a little over the limit cruising on this, is perfectly achievable. You can travel noticeably quicker on this with less discomfort. And that's because of the way this works. So that was quite a plus, I have to say. The riding position, the comfort. Yes, there are downsides, none of which are real game changers for me. They might be for you. But let's applaud, can we? Let's agree on one thing, though, maybe, that how about that a mainstream manufacturer, Triumph here, are making a 2.5 litre 3-cylinder motorbike? That's pure comedy. Hey, hope you've enjoyed this. I've tried to get over to you what it would be like to live with one of these things, maybe in less than ideal conditions. I have thoroughly enjoyed. I don't want to give it back. Let's put it that way. So that I can't say any more than that, can I? It's the most interesting bike I've ever ridden. It's the most charismatic bike I've ever ridden. And after that, I start to run out of silly things to say. As I say, hope you've enjoyed the vid. Those of you that have subscribed, thank you, big thanks. It really helps the channel. And likes are good. We like likes. But in the comments, please send your comments in. Let me know what you think. It's a really maybe controversial bike, but it's really interesting. And I can't say more than don't want to give it back. 2020 is round the corner. Fingers crossed. Let's make it a good year. Nice round number. Feels good to me. Hope to see you soon with more vids. Thank you very much.
If you want an amazing muscle bike that's beautifully finished with tons of character, that's uber desirable, achingly desirable, look no further. Well done, Triumph. Wow. Oh, what a noise.